Hello, I'm Douglas Kern, and this is the first in a series of short videos where I tell the story behind some of my photographs. Years ago, when I first received a new camera that was supposed to be good at long exposures, I decided I'd try and put that to the test. So I tried to think of the darkest place I could think of near where I lived in Surrey. And I ended up here, on the Byfleet Banking in Brooklands. To test the camera properly, I needed to come when it was really dark. So I arrived at about 9 o'clock, after the sun had set. It was quite difficult to climb, because as you can see, the banking is quite mossy, and after dark it was also quite dewy. When I first came here, the banking was nowhere near as overgrown as it is now, and I actually was able to sit right at the very top, something I would not be able to achieve today. It did take a few efforts to get up there, and climbing with a big sturdy tripod and a brand new camera was quite a challenge. Not something I'd advise people to do. The photo I took here ended up being about an 8.5 minute exposure, but because of the way the camera worked, it had to double the length of time to reduce the noise. So that meant I was sat at the top of this banking for about 15 minutes. In fact, it was a lot longer by the time I worked out what the exposure actually was. After what seemed an eternity, I finally saw an image on the back of the screen, and what I saw really amazed me, and I couldn't wait to get home and see it on a computer screen. It was only the next day when I did see it on a bigger screen that I just realised how impressive the shot was and how amazing night photography could be. One of the things that amazed me was the bright orange glow in the distance. I was here well after sunset, and when I checked, the sun was actually setting behind me. It was only when I checked a map that I suddenly realised it was probably actually light pollution coming from a nearby urban centre behind me over there. It's weird how something that's considered pollution can actually produce such beautiful imagery. Once I'd finished editing, I soon became aware that there was a much bigger project to be had here. Little did I know when I started that a camera test would turn into a 4-year project. Well, I hope you enjoyed this short video. In the next one, I'll be telling you more about how the Spirit of Brooklands project came to fruition and some of the challenges I faced along the way.